Hello everyone, welcome to Analytics with Asmi. This is the fourth video of a series Zero to Hero Power BI tutorials for absolute beginners. In this video, we are going to see data cleaning using Power Query Editor. Now you all know there are different steps involved in Power BI. First step is getting data. So we import the raw data. Then we do data transformation in Power Query Editor. So this second step we are going to do today. Third step is data modeling where we build a relationship. Then fourth step is data visualization, and finally we publish and share the report in a Power BI service, which is collaboration. So what is Power Query? Power Query Editor is an inbuilt ETL tool. ETL means extract, transform and load. It is an inbuilt tool present in a Power BI desktop. Power Query Editor lets you clean and transform the data for further analysis. It has multiple options for pre-processing your data and make them usable for visualization. In today's video, we are going to see all these data cleaning steps. We are going to see how we can remove top rows, use first row as a header, how we can remove blanks, null values, duplicates, how we remove columns, how we can rename columns, replace values and errors, how we can change the data types, and how we can use the trim and clean functions. So I have opened here Power BI desktop. Now first step is to import your data. So for that you have to go here in the home and just click on this get data. Today we are importing the CSV file. So just select here CSV and it will navigate to our file. Just click on it, open it. Now it will load in our Power BI. Now here you can see that you can see a preview of your file. Here you will get three options: load, transform data and cancel. If you want to directly jump to the Power Query Editor, you can just click this transform data and it will navigate to the Power Query Editor. But if you want to load it, you go here, it will open in our Power BI desktop. Now here you can see our file is loaded and here you can see our data, which is a cells. Okay, now if you want to go to a Power Query Editor, for that you go here in the home. Okay, and here you will get a option as a transform data. If you have an older version, you might see this transform data here, okay, in the left hand side. But this is a new version of Power BI, that's why I'm getting the icon here. So just click on it and you will get here the transform data. Use the Power Query Editor to connect. Just click on this, it will open a Power Query Editor. Now once you open this Power Query Editor, you can see four sections. First is this ribbon menu. Second is this query pane. Third is query setting. And fourth is data view. Now first is a ribbon view. It contains all the tabs with various options to help you in data cleaning and data transformation. Now in second section is for queries. Here you can see our table. This pane contains all the tables. Okay, and third is this query setting. Here all the steps performed on the data are recorded here in the applied steps during the data cleaning and data transformation. It lets you to record every step that you take to transform or clean your data so that it can be reviewed, amended and removed if required. So whatever data cleaning step we'll be doing today, you can see here. Alright, and the last section is this data view. This area shows a tabular view of your data. So these are the four sections present in a Power Query Editor. Looking at this data, you can see that our data is not clean. So we need a data transformation and data cleaning here. Here you can see very blank rows are there, missing values are there, header is not there. So many steps we have to perform here for data cleaning and transformation. So the first step we are going to do is remove top rows. Here you can see that this heading sales data from an e-commerce store. We don't require this. These two rows are unwanted. So we have to remove this. So to remove the rows, what we have to do? You have to go here to the home. Okay, and you will get here the option as remove rows. You just click this drop down. Here you will get number of options: remove duplicates, remove blank rows, remove errors, remove bottom rows, alternate rows and top rows. So we don't want here the top rows, so we'll select this and as we don't want first two rows, so here we have to put the number. So we'll put here 2 number as we don't want first two rows, first top rows. Okay, so just click on OK. Now here you can see that 2 removes is been removed. Now here in the applied step also you can see our step here, remove top row is here. Now if you want to amend it, if you want to change it, by mistake you have done and if you want to change it, so if you want to remove first 3 rows, then to amend it, to edit it, you have to just click on this wheel. Okay, just click on this and here you can see that it is open now, and here again you can change it and you can make it 3 and click on OK. Now our third row is also removed. So if you want to make any changes, you just click on this gear, okay, and just change here the number and click on OK. Now if you want to remove this step, so for that you will get this cross sign. This can delete this step. So if we make some steps and if you want to remove that step, just you click on this and the step will get deleted. Now if I click on this, now here you can see step is deleted and again our top two rows we can see here. Now again we have to perform the same steps. So again we'll go here, home, remove rows, go to top rows. Here I will write 2 because we don't want first 2 rows, and click on OK. Now you can see that it is successfully done, as we can see here in the applied step. Here you can see that here we have 2 more steps, source and change type. These are the default one. If you go to the source, you can see our original data, and once you go to our this step, okay, here you can see our step is been applied. Remove top rows, we can't see our first 2 rows here. Okay, now the second cleaning step is remove first row as a use first row as a header. Now here you can see the column headers are column 1, 2, 3, but here in a row 1 you can see these are the headers. So we want these header should be as a top. So for that what we have an option here. Here in the home again you will get the option as use first row as a header. Now click this drop down and just click on this use first row as a header. Now you can see that our first row has become a header now. One thing I missed to tell you that in Power BI you can see only the first 1000 rows. Okay, now if you want to see the count of these rows, what you can do, go to here the transform and here you will get the option as a count rows. Just click on it. Now here you can see we have total 18,124 rows in the data. Here you can see the step is applied in applied step, counted rows. Now if we want to remove this step, we just cancel it and it will come back to our data. Okay. Now if you observe this data carefully, you can see that the first row is a blank, then 6th row is blank, 10th row is blank. So we can see the blank rows here. So we have to remove this. So for removing the blank rows, what we can do, go here in the home and go here again in the remove rows. Just click on this drop down. Here you will get the option as a remove blank rows. Just click on this. The blank rows are removed. Now again you can see here we can see few NA here. Okay. Now if NA is present in all over the columns, then we can remove that row. Okay. But if it is present in only one column, then we can replace it. Okay. So first what we will do here, here in this column you can see here the drop down. Just click on it. Here you can see all the numbers. Okay, now here if you go down, okay, here you can see the NA. Okay, you just uncheck this and click on OK. It will get removed. Now you can see all the NAs are gone. Now next thing we can observe here, some rows here are the duplicates. Here you can see the 3 is repeating and whole row is repeating. So here again you can see all the same numbers. Okay, S26, S26, X26. Date is also same. So you can see here these few rows are duplicated here. Okay, so we have to remove this. So for that also, what we can do here, click on here and go in the remove rows, and here click on this remove duplicate. Otherwise you will get option here, click on right, here you will get the option as a remove duplicates. Here also you will get the option. Okay, so if you want to remove the duplicate from only a single column, you can use the right click. Otherwise, if you want to remove it from whole data, so for that you don't have to select any column here. Okay, you just go in the remove rows here and just click on this remove duplicates. Now here you can see the duplicate rows are removed. Now next step we are going to do is, here you can see column 3 is unwanted. There is no data present in this column. So we have to remove this column. So to remove the column, you will get the option, as here also you can see the remove column option, remove column. So you have to select this column, okay, and just click on this remove column. So it will remove this column. If I am clicking on this, now here you can see column 3 is gone. Now the second option here you can see that in the remove column you will get second option, remove other columns. So if I want to remove the other columns, then what we can do here, we can select this column and just click on this remove other columns. The other columns will get removed. Now you can see only this column. Okay, so we don't want this, so we are just deleting this step. Okay, again we will perform the same step of removing the column, but by using the right click. Here if you click on right, here you will get the option as remove and remove other column. So this time I am using this option remove. So this column will get removed. Here you can see in the applied step. There is one more method to remove the columns. That is, if I am deleting this step again, here you can see a option like choose column. You just click this drop down. Here go to the choose column. Here you will see all the columns. Okay, so whatever unwanted columns you can uncheck it. Now here we don't want this column 3, so I am making this uncheck. Okay, after unchecking just click on OK. Now you can see our column is removed. So these are the three ways to remove the column. First way is to remove the column from here, remove columns. Then second, by using the right click you will get the option remove, and the third way is using the choose column. Okay, now the next data cleaning step is to rename the column. Now here you can see there are headers. Okay, and if you want to change the name of these headers, now here you can see this order ID is there and it is a long name. Okay, unique is there, we don't want this unique. Okay, to make it small, here to edit it just double click on it. Okay, then you can change it to order ID and hit enter. Now you can see that you can change the name of a header like this. Just double click on it and change it. So this is how you can change the name of a column. Now if you carefully observe this data again, you can see that we can see some blank rows here, but for the order ID it's not blank, only few columns are blank here. Okay, and same for the NA as well. So we can see NA in few columns, but for the first column it is not there. So again we will be doing the same. So just select this column, okay, and click this drop down. Here you will get the option as this blank, uncheck this. Okay, and here you will get the option remove empty. If I click on this, now you can see that the row is being removed. Same thing we can do for the NA. Okay, select the here, and here we are going to select the NA. So we have to see where it is. Now here you can see NA is there, uncheck this and click on OK. Now NA is being removed. So this is how you have to deal with the null and blanks. Guys, I have already created one video on how to deal with nulls and blanks in Power Query Editor, in which I have shown 5 different ways to handle the nulls and blanks in Power Query Editor in detail. If you want to watch this video, link is given in the description box. Now next important step in Data cleaning is changing the data type. So if you have to make sure that the data type of each column should be correct. If it is not there, then you will not get the correct results. Okay, so Power BI itself can detect the data. If you go to the transform, here you will get the detect data type. It will automatically detect the data type of the all columns, but you can do manually as well. Here now, if we check for the all columns, here you can see on the left hand side, if you click on this, here you will get the different options for the data types. First is decimal number. This data type can be stored number with a decimal separator, or number can be up to 15 digit. Next is fixed decimal number. It has a fixed location of decimal occurrence. It can only have a maximum of 4 digit to the right. So if the number is like 2.3456, after point you can write the 4 digit. Maximum length for this is 19 digit, ideal for a currency representation. Third data type is a whole number. So it can have a maximum 19 digit long number with no decimal separator. It can be represented by both positive and negative number. Next is this percentage. So if you want to show the data in the percentage, you can use this data type. Now rest of the threes are related to the date. If you want to show the data type in the date and time format, you have to choose the date and time. If you want just date, you can choose date. And if you want to show only the time, where date is not important, then you can choose this time. Okay, this is also for date time time zone. Next is duration and another is text, where you can have a string data type here. So whatever, if some spelling is there, you can use this text data type. Otherwise, you can use this text data type for a number as well. When we don't have to do any mathematical calculation to the numbers, then you can use this text data type. Then next is this true and false, which is a boolean type of data type. This data type sets a value to either true or false only. Okay, so these are all the data types. Now we will check the data type for all the columns. Now if you can see here, these are just number. We are not going to do any mathematical calculation on this column. So we can keep this as a text data type. Same for this column as well. For the store ID, we are keeping the same. Okay. Now here for the order date, these are all dates. So we have to change this format. So if we go here, and we can change it to the date, as this is the date data type. Same thing we are doing for the order date. We'll go here and change the date here. Again here you can see that this is the ABC. So here the number is also there and the text is also there. So here we want only the number. So we have to replace the values here. So we will check this column afterwards. Okay. Now next is this revenue. So the revenue should be in decimal form, fixed decimal. So we'll select this fixed decimal. Okay. Because it will be in currency. Okay. Next is stock. Here we'll keep the whole number. For the price also we'll keep the decimal number. Okay. And here for the promo type, we will keep the text data type. Here also we'll keep the text data type. Here also data type will be text. And for here we have to change again the data type to the date. Here again we have to change it to the date. So likewise you have to check for all the columns. Now one column is remaining, which is this one. So for that, where is that? Yeah, this one. So here we can see the number and text as well. So we have to remove these cells. We don't want it. So here we are going to use the replace function. Okay, you have to select this column and do right click. Here you will get the option as replace values. Okay, so we'll click this, and here we have to replace the value to find. We have to find here cells. Instead of that, we have to replace with blank. Okay, so if we click OK, now here you can see we are getting only the numbers. Now here you can change it to a whole number data type. Okay, and one more thing we can replace here. Now here you can see, here you have a very low, there is no space in between very and low, so you have to change it. So again we'll select this column, and here we'll go to the replace values, and here we have to write, you have to keep the same spelling. Okay, so you have to write very low. Instead of that, very low, very low, instead of that we want here very low, very space low. Okay, and click on OK. Now here you can see that we have changed it to very and low. Few more changes we have to make here. Here you can see that here in the price column you can see the error. Okay, so this red line is telling us the error is there. So 18 errors are there. So if we scroll down here, we can see error. Yeah, so we have to replace this error. For that, select the column and right click. Here you will get the option as replace error. We are going to replace it with number because the column is having the numbers. So we are replacing it with 0. Okay, and click on OK. Now you can see error is gone. What else? Now here you can see that these two columns, promo bean and promo discount, we don't need it. It's a blank. This is the blank column, and these are the NA. So we don't want this. So for removing, again select the column and remove it. Remove column. You can do choose column as well. You just go here and choose the column, and then you can remove it. Okay. So again select this and remove it. Now we have removed that column. Now in the date format also we can see the error. If you scroll down here, okay, you can see some errors here. Okay, so we are getting here error as a format, our date format is not aligned to the English US locale which is set for our file. Okay, so we will use different locale for this column. Okay, so for that what we can do here, just click on this and go and convert it to again the text. Okay, and again click on this. Instead of going for date, use using locale. Now once you open it, we will change the type with locale. Here we have to select the date. Now here it's English format. Okay, in English here month is there first, then day and then year. Okay, but here in our format you can see that here first day is there, then month and then year. So we have to change this. So we'll change it to the UK. Okay, and press on OK. Now here you can see the format is same now. So we can remove this error. So select the column here and here remove error. Okay, it will remove the errors. Now the last thing is remaining is trim and clean. So here in the product ID you can see that in the column row number 10 some space is leading space is there. So you can't see it in this Power Query editor, but if you go and see the CSV file here in the row number 10, here you can see that some leading space is there. So we can remove this by using the trim function. So we'll go back here and here select the column, click right, and here you in the transform you will get this trim option. So what trim is doing here? It will remove the beginning and ending space in the text. So here in the column we have seen that we have some leading space. So for removing that we can use this trim function. And for cleaning we can remove the control character, which is a non-printable character which are often invisible. We can use the clean function there. But here we are not getting any example regarding the clean. I am just telling you, for the non-printable character we are using the clean function. Non-printable characters might include a thing like a carriage return, line fades, a special character that can be displayed or printed. Okay, so here we are using the trim function. Just click on this. Now all the leading spaces are gone. Okay, so if your data is being copied and pasted from various sources, it might contain hidden character. In that case only we have to use the clean function. So depending on your data cleaning requirement, you have to use the trim and clean function. So these were the different data cleaning and data transformation steps used in Power Query Editor. In the next video also we will continue with the same. Okay, we will see few more data cleaning and data transformation steps in the next video. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please give thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.